Olá, Brasil! Bienvenue à Paris. Did I say it right? Acertei! Bem-vindos a Paris. Olha só, a gente tá muito chique. Mais uma entrevista aqui em Paris. Dessa vez eu não vim encontrar Christian Grey, mas vim encontrar uma pessoa tão bonita quanto. Aliás, duas pessoas tão bonitas quanto, tão maravilhosas quanto, tão talentosas quanto. Estou aqui para uma missão impossível. How do I say Missão Impossível em French?
Missão Impossível.
Missão Impossível. Mas Missão Impossível é entrevistar Tom Cruise, Henry Cavill e todo o elenco de Missão Impossível Efeito Fallout, que estreia agora em julho no Brasil. Eles estão fazendo esse evento mundial com jornalistas do mundo inteiro. E a minha missão impossível dessa vez vai ser tirar uma selfie com Tom Cruise. Será que eu vou conseguir? A entrevista com ele vai ser no tapete vermelho, ou seja, a nossa jornada começa aqui nos jardins do Palais Royal. Meu francês tá ótimo. Começa aqui, eu vou entrevistar os atores, vou falar com um por um, até ver se eu consigo chegar em Tom Cruise e tirar uma selfie com ele. Que comece a minha missão impossível.
You had a terrible choice to make in Berlin. One life over millions. And now the world is at risk.
This is the CIA's mission. If he had held on to the plutonium, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
And his team would be dead.
Yes, they would. That's the job.
Angela, Dr. Angela. Yeah, nice talking to you. I'm a little nervous, as I said, because my mom really loves you. And she was like, oh my God, you're going to talk to Angela. I was like, Mom, you need to calm me down.
Calm me down. Not stir me up.
Yeah. So I'm a little nervous.
Oh,
Okay.
it's okay.
I thought we were going to see you doing some action scenes.
You thought?
Yeah.
When does the boss lady leave the office?
Yeah, you're the boss. Now I'm thinking that was a stupid question.
But it would have been totally believable, right? You would have bought it. You
Yeah,
would have
of
bought
course.
into that.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, you can do anything. I tell you.
Thank you.
So I want to know, how was like filming in Paris? I mean, you have
That
beautiful
was
shots.
the absolute best. It was it was a beautiful day. Shot it really, really early in the morning because I hear it's really difficult to
Yes.
film in Paris, like
Yeah.
near impossible.
I was watching, I was like, how'd they get no one with the tower? It was
Around there,
Yeah.
right? It was a certain time of day, and we had to be out at a certain hour on the hour, so we had to get everything we needed before I think it was like 10:30, and that's when it was most beautiful early on. So it was really pretty grand,
Yeah.
and gorgeous.
Yeah. I thought you should have done something in Brazil too.
I really want to go there.
Have you been there?
I have not.
Really?
But I want to applaud the sunset.
Oh, yes, we do that there.
Yeah.
And we do a lot of stuff. So I'm inviting you to come to
Where are you-
Brazil
where are you
whenever
from
you
there?
can. Rio.
Okay.
Yes, it's a good location for Mission Impossible.
It's a
right?
great location for anything. I want to.
Yes.
That's
please.
one of my dream destinations.
Okay, so please, everybody in Brazil, let's bring Angela to Brazil. That's our mission.
Bring me.
Hopefully it's not
bring me.
impossible.
It's not. It's not. It's going
you
to happen
so-
very soon. I feel it in my bones.
Rebecca,
Yes.
how did you get involved in the second part of Mission Impossible for you?
I got a phone call saying, Ilsa is returning. How about that?
Had you ever expected that?
No, I couldn't expect it because I had absolutely no idea. I think the end of the last one made it optional for both situations. And also, no one has returned.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really in my head that she would. I wanted her to.
When you watch your scenes, your fighting scenes,
Yeah.
what is the reaction? You're like,
God, I'm good.
yes.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I think I'm bloody good. They
Oh.
cut it together really well.
So you watch it and we're like, oh,
Wow.
I didn't really do this.
No,
Or
I
you're like,
sit watching it going, and then my publicist, Sarah, will go and say something. I'll go, shh, look at me, look at me. God, I'm good. Can we just stop and do that again?
Ethan, that's not who we are.
Maybe we need to reconsider that.
Henry, I'm so glad to see you again.
It's good to see you too.
When are you coming back to Brazil?
I am not entirely sure, but I cannot wait. I really, really, really want to go back to Brazil.
Do you
and
know
I mean that.
we're having the World Cup, and your photo with the Brazilian team shirt was all viral for the World Cup, and people were like, yeah. Well, at the beginning, people were like, "Oh, we have Superman with us.
Okay.
We're gonna win."
Right. Oh, that's a good job. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's a good job that Brazil didn't make it this far, because that would be bad to see that photo going around now.
No, it's always, we love seeing your photos everywhere.
Well, I love Brazil. I really do.
Yeah, and we love you too.
Thank you.
So, how did you get involved in Mission Impossible?
They were looking for someone to play the primary antagonist against Ethan Hunt's character.
That's a spoiler.
And no, primary antagonist.
Okay.
Primary antagonist, and they just wanted someone who could play against Ethan with such a different thing. And I can't remember who brought it up, either Tom or Chris. And whoever did, the other one said, yeah, that's a great idea. And to have someone like August Walker on the team with Ethan Hunt just creates such a wonderful dynamic, because August is so different. August is okay with killing everyone. It's like he just doesn't care about anyone else. He cares about the mission, and he cares about humanity as a greater whole. He doesn't care about the few people in the room who may die who don't deserve to die, where Ethan does. And so that leads to a little bit of friction.
Yes. And I want to know, how was it with Tom? Because he does all these stunts. Have you done every stunt for your character too?
Yes, I did about, let's say, 96.45% of the stunts. There were some stunts which were outside of my realm of skill, which were, if I were to try and do them, I'd probably end up killing everyone involved. Which,
like what?
As much as, I won't talk about it, but as much as August Walker, that's perfect for him. For the movie, very bad. Can't kill Tom Cruise, can't kill camera crews, doesn't work.
Please don't kill Tom Cruise.
I had a wonderful time doing the stunts. I knew coming onto this movie I'd have the opportunity to do it. And so finally getting this opportunity, I've got the bug now. Like, I really want to do, and now I've done a Mission Impossible movie, my next movie I do, they have to let me do all the stunts.
Okay.
I'm like, well, yeah, I've got Mission Impossible badge. Like, I can do it now.
Yeah. Okay, so how is it to be the sexy, fierce lady in this movie?
Yeah, she's quite peculiar, isn't she? Yeah, it was really cool to try and create somebody that was, you know, in a position of power and kind of comes in the first third of the movie and runs this dodgy nuclear business, weapons business, and make somebody that wasn't, you know, was kind of unexpected, really. That was my goal with it.
And out of nowhere, she has a knife.
Yeah, just out of nowhere, just there we go, just pull the skirt up. Yeah.
And I feel like in this movie, women are really in charge of it. Somehow they are like setting the story. I mean, your character, Angela's character, Rebecca, they all have strong storylines going on. Why do you think is that? You think it's because of the moment?
Yeah, I think it's just so important more than ever to have women on screen that aren't just romantic interests. And I think it's a really exciting time for that, and things are definitely changing. And you know, it's so important for us to represent women on screen that have their own agency and agenda, and it's a female-driven story, and that it's not, you know, just the counterpart to the man.
Yes.
And I think we all felt that in this, is that, you know, we all had our individualism in a sense that.
Down with the victims. You both know you need them. Stuck in the middle of all irrelevance.
You don't understand what you're involved in.
You need to walk away.
Please don't make me go through you.
How many times has Hunt's government betrayed him, disavowed him, cast him aside? How long before a man like that has had enough?
And how Tom Cruise's injury has impacted the whole production?
It saved the movie in a funny way. Tom and I have learned that anytime something goes wrong in a movie, that's just a natural part of the process. And you learn to embrace it, and you learn to find ways to use it to your advantage. And we had a lot of the script to still figure out while we were shooting that sequence. And the movie shut down so that Tom could go and recover, and I could go into the editing room and find the movie I was making, and it allowed me to rewrite the movie. Almost everything you see in London was written after Tom broke his ankle.
Really?
Yeah.
Angela Bassett, the queen.
The queen.
Yes.
Yes.
How did you get her involved in this?
We asked, and she said yes, and we were so excited. It was, I thought there was going to have to be a fair bit of more convincing. I got on the phone with her for about 5 minutes. I said, this is what I imagined the character to be, and she said, okay, I'm there. And we wanted somebody who had immense power from the first moment she appeared on screen, and Angela really embodied that.
I was hoping that she would do some action scenes, but I asked her, and she was like, you never see the boss lady doing this kind of thing.
Well, we didn't see Alec Baldwin doing action scenes in the last movie, and he showed up doing it in this. So I think if Angela's patient, I think there's some action in her future.
Angela, here's a tip for you. Bom, primeira leva de entrevistas completas, feitas com sucesso. Já estou aqui me produzindo, tentando falar francês, porque amanhã é dia de encontrar Tom Cruise. Vou falar o quê? Tom, voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? Meu abajur. Conserta meu abajur. Não sei se vamos conseguir conversar, se vamos conseguir tirar uma selfie com Tom Cruise, mas pelo menos temos metade do elenco já garantido, mais da metade do elenco garantido na entrevista. Então agora vamos curtir Paris, ferver em Paris, porque amanhã é dia de tapete vermelho com Tom Cruise. A vida pode ser triste, mas é melhor quando você chora em Paris.
What the hell is he doing?
I find it best not to look.